Seatbelts, everyone! Please let this be a normal field trip. With a Frizz? No way!
Cruising on down Main Street, you're relaxed and feeling good. Next thing that you know, you're seeing octopus in the neighborhood, surfing on a sine wave, swinging through the stars. Take a left at your intestine, take your second right past Mars on the magic school bus. Alligator nostril, climb on the magic school bus. Make a plankton too on our magic school bus. Drop the river of lava on the magic school bus. Such a fine thing to do. So strap your bones right to the seat. Come on in and don't be shy. Just to make your day complete. You might get baked into a pie on the magic school bus. Step inside, it's a wilder ride. Come on, ride on the magic school bus.
This is a report by Carlos.
Many people can live with one kidney. If one of the kidneys is damaged, it can be removed and the remaining kidney will do the work of both.
This is a report by Keisha. We have different types of teeth to do different jobs. Our front teeth, the incisors and the canines, cut and tear food. Our rear teeth, the bicuspids and molars, crunch and grind food. According to my research, muscles lining the esophagus walls push food into the stomach, the same way that toothpaste is squeezed out of a tube. This motion is called peristalsis, and that's why we can swallow even when we're upside down. This is a report by Ralphie.
The brain works around the clock. Even when you're sleeping, your brain controls your heartbeat, breathing, digestion, and other bodily functions.
This is a report by Wanda. The small intestine can be as long as 20 feet. If it was stretched out straight, a person would have to be as tall as a house for it to fit inside. This is a report by Tim.
If something tickles the inside of your nose, the tickling signals your brain. The brain makes you take an extra big breath. Then your brain makes your chest muscles squeeze your lungs. Air rushes out at speeds of up to 100 miles per hour. Chew!
This is a report by Keisha. When the walls of the heart squeeze together, they pump out blood, just the way you can squeeze water out of a plastic bottle. This is a report by Keisha. The liver makes bile, which is used by the small intestine to break up fats into very small particles. This makes the fat easier to digest. This is a report by Phoebe. The stomach often churns when there isn't much food in it. This causes the gases in your stomach to make gurgling sounds. That's why when you're hungry, your stomach often growls. This is a report by Carlo.
When we breathe in, our lungs absorb oxygen from the air. When we breathe out, our lungs get rid of all the carbon dioxide. We take about 23,000 breaths every day. 14,400, 14,401.
This is a report by Wanda. When our bodies get hot, glands in our skin provide sweat. As the sweat evaporates, it cools our bodies down. This is a report by Tim.
The large intestine takes all the food leftovers that aren't absorbed by the small intestine. The large intestine then absorbs the water from the waste products, and the waste products then leave the body through the anus.
Lift off. Lift off.
I'd better take my giant box of crayons today.
My body lies over the ocean.
Hello there and welcome to MSB TV. As a producer on this project, I just want 3 things to be very clearly understood. To find out what those things are, click on one of our 3 stations. A school bus can enter someone's body and kids can go on a tour. True or false? False. That could not happen in real life, not even to Arnold. But we had to make it happen. Otherwise, this science adventure would have been about a trip to a science museum instead of a trip through the body. White blood cells actually chase and destroy germs. True or false? True. As unbelievable as it seems, real white blood cells actually behave just like the ones in this product. I mean, there aren't really little police cars actually streaming through your body, but white blood cells do act like police cars. They really do chase after germs and destroy them with the purpose of making the body healthy again. Like the kitten around game in the kidney. Well, you know there isn't really a car wash in your kidney, but the kidney does work like a car wash, cleaning all the blood that passes through your kidney every second of the day. What can I say? Artistic license? Ms. Frizzle really knew where Arnold was the whole time. True or false? Probably true. No one is absolutely sure, but most people think Miss Frizzle knows everything.
Hello to everybody, Liz. And hey, let me clue you in on something. We're going to do something with Miss Frizzle that you could never do in real life. For example, you could never really drive a bus into someone's mouth. And I don't care how little you are, you can't go scuba diving in somebody's small intestine. You know this, and I know this, and we all know you're smart enough to know what's real and what's not. When you're ready, click on the bus and have some fun.
Ready for adventure? There are so many places to explore and so many games to play and experiments to try. We could be here all day just talking about them. Click on the bus when you're all set and off we go!
Where's the magic school bus?
Did you know that the human body is mostly water?
Oh, the foot bone's connected to the leg bone connected to the... you know the rest, don't ya? Start from the top or work from the bottom, or both if you want.
first lunch, and then the most far-in field trip of our lives.
This field trip is going to be great!
Zap, splat, zap, splat.
When you're ready, click here, and let's hit the road, Jack.
The mouth.
Looking for the express lane? The nervous system is connected to everything and will get us anywhere you want and nothing flat.
How do the teeth work? Now tell the truth.
We use our sharp front teeth to bite off pieces of food, and our molars to grind the food into smaller pieces that we can swallow. Miss Frizzle, when do we get recess?
Well, the mouth is just one of the many recesses in Arnold's body. Will it do?
Wow! An adult produces 1.5 quarts of saliva a day.
That's truly incredible.
We have different types of teeth to do different jobs. Our front teeth, the incisors and the canines, cut and tear food. Our rear teeth, the bicuspids and molars, crunch and grind food.
Can we stop at Arnold's wisdom teeth? I want to ask them the meaning of life.
The tongue has about 10,000 tiny taste buds. Different parts of the tongue detect different flavors. There are 4 basic tastes: sweet, salty, sour, and bitter.
What kind of storm is in the mouth?
Why, a tongue twister, of course.
Yay! Yay!
Systems working. Systems working.
Into the esophagus, class, and down the hatch. Hang on, class. Here comes the stomach. Chocolate bar. Wahoo!
Your stomach is like a built-in food processor. It adds digestive juices to food and then churns and mixes it together to continue breaking food down into a mushy liquid.
This swaying and rolling has me all mixed up.
You think you're mixed up? Take a look at Arnold's lunch. I don't think Arnold's stomach likes us very much. It keeps growling.
Relax, Ralphie. It won't bite. But wait till we get to the mouth.
The stomach often churns when there isn't much food in it. This causes the gases in your stomach to make gurgling sounds. That's why when you're hungry, your stomach often growls. From the stomach, food flows to the small intestine.
And now, the act you've all been waiting for. Here's the small intestine.
Huh?
When do we break up the food?
There's some neat stuff in the box. Just click on it to make the tools come up.
And
So how come food has to be digested?
Because our bodies can only absorb food that's been broken down into tiny pieces.
villi are small finger-like projections that line the inside wall of the small intestine. They absorb digested food particles into the blood. It takes about 24 hours to completely digest a meal.
Is it just me, or is Arnold's small intestine giving us the evil eye?
Okay, let's get the facts. The small intestine is just one long twisted tube that leads from the stomach to the large intestine.
What did the surgeon say after he took out part of the small intestine?
He said, "That's enough out of you." The small intestine can be as long as 20 feet. If it was stretched out straight, a person would have to be as tall as a house for it to fit inside. Going to be a test on the small intestine?
Dorothy Ann, don't give the Frizz ideas.
Next on our grand tour, the large intestine.
Pardon me. Pardon me. Excuse me. Excuse me. Pardon me. Pardon me.
Oh.
Do you think the Frizz learned this kind of stuff in school?
Nah, she was born knowing everything.
The large intestine absorbs water and minerals from food leftovers.
So the walls here kind of act like a sponge. Wow, this place is huge.
Laid out flat, the large intestine is about 6 feet long and 2 inches wide.
Does anybody know what the large intestine consists of?
The colon, the cecum, the appendix, and the rectum. Did you know that the large intestine is shorter than the small intestine, even if it is wider?
It's the large intestine, shorter and stout.
I wish we didn't have to visit the whole digestive tract. Look at it this way. Any field trip beats a spelling test. What I wouldn't give for some nose plugs.
Is it true that food stays in the large intestine for about 6 hours?
That's right, Carlos. About as long as a school day.
The large intestine takes all the food leftovers that aren't absorbed by the small intestine. The large intestine then absorbs the water from the waste products, and the waste products then leave the body through the anus.
Hey, Ralphie, how many sides are there to the large intestine?
2, the inside and the outside.
The large intestine works like a big sponge. It absorbs water from the mixture of digested food and draws it back into the body.
On the skin and outside at last. The skin is like a layer cake, isn't it?
Yeah, there's 2 layers. The thin outer layer is called the epidermis, and the thick inner layer is called the dermis.
How come Arnold's skin is wet?
It's coming from the sweat glands in his skin. They're taking water from the blood and pushing it to the surface as sweat.
This field trip is kind of growing on me. Yeah, like the hair on Arnold's skin.
At least we're on the outside now. Do you think this might be a way for us to leave Arnold's body?
Arnold's skin is covered with tiny holes called pores. The pores let sweat reach the skin surface.
At our size, they look like potholes.
What does the grizzly bear wear to bed?
Why, his bear skin, of course.
When our bodies get hot, glands in our skin provide sweat. As the sweat evaporates, it cools our bodies down. What's the skin's favorite TV show?
Why, The Untouchables, of course. Let's talk lungs. Wahoo!
All this breathing must make Arnold tired.
Yup, I bet he's ready to take a nice long vacation. Is it true that oxygen helps our bodies produce energy?
Yep, and more energy produces more field trips.
This trip is taking a long time.
Oh, it's a long way to Tipperary.
breathe in, our lungs absorb oxygen from the air. When we breathe out, our lungs get rid of all the carbon dioxide. We take about 23,000 breaths every day.
Oxygen is picked up by the blood in the alveoli and then carried throughout the body. Carbon dioxide is released by the blood.
What's the lung's favorite dinosaur?
The Bronchiosaurus?
It looks like a It looks like a It looks like a gigantic maze. It looks like a It would be.
Hey, let's...
Who knows where we are?
Whoa! Strong. Yummy.
Wahoo!
has about 10,000 cells that do the smelling. They're called olfactory cells. Most people can recognize from 4 to 10,000 different smells.
This is like being in one of the president's nostrils at Mount Rushmore.
Which president, Ralphie? Teddy Roosevelt?
If Arnold wanted to be class president, his nose could help him run for office.
I feel a sneeze coming on. Isn't that one way the nose gets rid of things that irritate it?
Yes, the nose is very choosy.
If something tickles the inside of your nose, the tickling signals your brain. The brain makes you take an extra big breath. Then your brain makes your chest muscles squeeze your lungs. Air rushes out at speeds of up to 100 miles per hour. Chew!
He's a champ.
Up we go. Where do we stop? In Arnold's nose.
On the skin and outside at last. Class, I'll make it plain. Now we're in the brain.
I've heard that the right side of the brain is responsible for a person's artistic ability, and the left side of the brain is responsible for a person's ability to reason.
Which part of the brain is responsible for talking? My sister needs that part removed.
Wahoo!
The brain is made of neurons, also known as nerve cells.
As I always say, Arnold has some nerve.
The brain works around the clock. Even when you're sleeping, your brain controls your heartbeat, breathing, digestion, and other bodily functions.
These are electrical impulses in Arnold's brain. In this game, they can be destroyed by yellow neurons if you don't make the right match.
Unbelievable.
What's 2 plus 2 multiplied by 1 divided by 4 minus 1? Is this a brain teaser?
This is the closest we've been to the scalp on this whole trip.
It could be a hairy experience. The brain's got three main parts: the cerebrum, the brainstem, and the cerebellum.
Cerebellum. Now, didn't she transfer to Miss Shuptug's class?
Why am I feeling so anxious?
Well, we are inside the nervous system. Introducing the kidneys.
This is ultimate.
Imagine a coffee filter that filters coffee 60 times a day.
Imagine a kidney that filters blood 60 times.
And welcome to the heart. The heart, blood, veins, and arteries all work together as a kind of team.
I know that team. It's called the circulatory system. What did the left ventricle say to the right ventricle?
There's a wall between us.
Why did the cat join the Red Cross?
It wanted to be a first aid kitten?
When the walls of the heart squeeze together, they pump out blood, just the way you can squeeze water out of a plastic bottle.
Your heart never stops working. It never gets any rest. It beats continuously for your whole life.
I'm exhausted just thinking about it. The heart has 4 chambers. The left side is made up of the left atrium and the left ventricle. The right side is made up of the right atrium and the right ventricle.
Why, liver me timbers! And welcome to the heart. Wahoo! Wahoo!
Congratulations! You made it all the way through Arnold. But now that you've been everywhere, do you really think you've done everything? Arnold's a little guy, but there's a lot going on inside him. Who knows what else you might find if you go back and click your way around a bit.